Welcome to the New Thought Ministry of Prayer. This is a sacred space for reflection, renewal, and conscious connection with the divine presence that lives within you and all life. Here, we practice affirmative prayer, also known as spiritual mind treatment, a way of aligning thought, heart, and intention with the truth of who we are. Whether you're beginning your day or bringing it gently to a close, this is your moment to return to center, to remember, and to realign with peace, clarity, and possibility. You are not alone in this practice. You are part of a global community, choosing presence over distraction, faith over fear, and love as a way of living. The New Thought Ministry of Prayer is a ministry of the New Thought Media Network, sharing the message and practice of a positive, transformative spirituality with the world. Take a breath, let go, and let us begin.
Hello, and welcome. Welcome to the New Thought Ministry of Prayer here on the New Thought Media Network. And I am Reverend Christy Semple, a member of the prayer team, and I am so glad that you're joining us here at the New Thought Ministry of Prayer, where our vision is to cultivate and uplift the fullness of life, connecting the world and humanity and you through peace and love and compassion. And to carry out that vision, we offer affirmative prayer, live affirmative prayer twice a day, every day, 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. We are here for you every day, practicing affirmative prayer. And affirmative prayer is not a begging or beseeching or reaching to something out there and asking. It is a recognition of the creative power of our mind and our oneness with the infinite intelligence of the universe, and aligning with that and working with that to create positive outcomes in our lives. It's a magnificent spiritual tool that inspires transformation and change. And again, we are here for you. And as I am praying here, if there is something on your heart, something that you desire, a desire that you have for a change, for a new experience, for perhaps a clarity about a challenging situation or a resolution, or a greater experience of love, prosperity, a new job experience, I invite you to, if you're watching live, to post a request in the comments section, and I will affirm prayer for you. And also, what you can do, whether watching live or if you're watching this as a recording, you can send a request to us at www.ntmedia.org/prayer. And that will go out to our prayer team, ministers and prayer practitioners, and we will pray for you. Again, that's ntmedia.org/prayer. And yes, and thank you so much for being here this evening with us, Yogini, and so glad that you are here. And I'm so glad to hear about your letting us know about prayer and manifesting miracles, good in your life. That is the power of prayer. Yes, individually in our lives and out into the world. That individual and collective, that good out into the world. Yes. And a request here. This is wonderful. Rekindle enthusiasm for staying healthy. Continue to face that change that idea of the victim story that's a good into one of transcendence and alchemy. Yes. Change that, staying healthy and continuing to face the hardwiring. Sometimes that happens, these old ideas. It can be the victim story. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We do affirm prayer for that. And I am so glad. that relates just to an idea that inspired me today. And so I'm so glad that you requested that. And I want to share with you, I'm going to put here we go, our banner up here to remind us, or those watching at another time, when we are here this evening. So I want to share a story here, and I'm so grateful for the prayer request here, and that is enriched by what I'm sharing here. I wanted to share with you a note about Dr. Jean Houston, and you may have heard she's a spiritual powerhouse and one of the co-founders of the Human Potential Movement, deeply dedicated to the great potential in us all. And she recently passed away, and many tributes to her. And this is a wonderful quote, something that she said: "We are all imbued with extraordinary powers and capacities that are not being used." Oh my goodness, we are all imbued with extraordinary powers and capacities that are not being used. She believed there was more within us, more moral capacity, more spiritual depth, more creativity, more courage, more compassion, more imagination, more becoming. Oh, I love that. I love that. And that relates just to the request here. We had a request here this evening from Yogini about that, our capacity, the desire to change old ideas that seem hardwired, that are there so deep within us, and to be open to that change, embrace that. And so I'm going to be praying about that here this evening. And so when I pray, and I invite you to join me now. And when I pray, I close my eyes, and I invite you to do the same, if it is safe and comfortable for you to do so. And I also say I, speak I, say I. And I invite you to hear that and take that as your own. Right here and right now, I recognize the infinite all that is. The infinite all that is infinite in every way. Infinite in its presence everywhere. Infinite in intelligence, the infinite intelligence, the divine wisdom, the eternal and limitless good, the infinite potential, infinite possibility. That is the one. It is the one divine presence, the infinite all that is, everywhere, all at once, in all and through all and as all. And I know, knowing this, recognizing this, I know that I am an expression of it. I'm one with it. I live and move and have my being in Spirit and God. One with it. It expresses through me. It is my nature. I am that I am. I am that infinite potential. I am the infinite good. The divine wisdom moves through me. I'm one with it. And I'm one with all life, all possibility. One with all in the great interconnection of life. And I know that as I speak my word into the creative mind that is all around and everywhere, that it is received, just as a seed is received by the soil. I speak my word into the creative mind, the soil of creative mind, and it is received and acted upon by the infinite intelligence. Acting is the law that responds. Love, good, that says yes and responds. Just as responds to a seed in the soil, responds to that which is spoken unto it, nurtured with love, with feeling. And so right here and right now, as I recognize that, I speak my word, that I recognize my infinite potential, the potential that I am. I recognize the potential that I am, and I allow it to express. I express the infinite potential that I am. That is my nature. It is the nature of God. It is the nature. My nature is an expression of God, infinite potential, and I open to that. I open to that, the expression of that infinite potential that I am, the infinite potential of love, of compassion, of understanding, kindness, listening, patience, that infinite potential of creativity, of that life moving through me, through the unique expression that I am, that infinite potential to create beautiful and wonderful things. What I speak, what I do, any interest or hobby that I have, to open and allow that potential. And in that allowing, I open up. I open up and I change. I change my thoughts about any resistance or old ideas that have limited me. I change my thoughts as I open to the infinite potential that I am. I change my thinking. And I know new and deeper, new conviction that I am potential. Potential that is Spirit, God. It's the essence of me. And I recognize that. I allow that. Potential for peace, to be peace, to be all the facets of peace, of understanding, of cooperation, of respect. Those that I understand and those that I don't understand. I open to that potential to be peace, to be love, to be joy, that wonder, that awe, that appreciation for life. This moment, each moment, that appreciation to be life. Beauty, to see that where I haven't seen it before, in all kinds of scenarios, all kinds of people. Peace, beauty, joy, love, that infinite potential. I open to that, I allow it, I recognize it in a new and greater way, and I open to it, and I change my thinking of any limited ideas, old ideas that I may go back to sometimes, that are limiting me, can limit me. I change and I embrace that, knowing that I am potential, infinite potential. I am that becoming of that potential shining through me. And so I release this. I release this desire that I express the infinite potential that I am. I release that into the soil of creative mind as a seed is planted in the soil. I release that. And I know that it is acted upon by infinite intelligence, by the divine, that law of good that responds and says yes, and makes it so. I release that, and then I expect and welcome the expression of it. And I am so grateful, so pleased, so grateful, uplifted, thankful, and with a heart full of thanks, knowing that it is so, it is done. I affirm, and so it is, Ashe, amen. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for your request for Yogini. Thank you so much for being here and for opening up to be the infinite potential that we are. And so I want to share a couple more things with you here. And before we go, I want to share again the link. If you have a prayer request, if you're watching this as a recording, you can send that to us at ntmedia.org/prayer. And that will go out to our prayer team. Also, at that same address, you can request a private prayer session with one of our members of our prayer team. Ministers, prayer practitioners, we are here for you. It's a wonderful opportunity for enjoying and utilizing this powerful spiritual tool of prayer, affirmative prayer, that inspires change and transformation. Also, at that same address, you can request, or you can express your appreciation with a donation. On that page there, you can make a donation of one time, or I'm going to say thank you, and to support what we do here on the New Thought Ministry of Prayer for the world, for humanity, and you. And so there's a link there, or place right there where you can click for donate, and we greatly, graciously appreciate that. We thank you. And also, I do, in speaking of New Thought Ministry of Prayer, we are a ministry of the New Thought Media Network. The New Thought Media Network is a broadcast network, universal broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, and more. And you can learn more about us at ntmedia.org. Go to that page and you can see our program schedule, 40 plus hours of programming a week. Lots of good programming on. Oh my goodness. Peace, love, prosperity, spiritual nurturing relationships, spiritual ideas, and learning more about New Thought philosophy and practices. So much there. And I invite you to go there and learn more about us, who we are and all that we do. And then you can go to our YouTube channel. Oh my goodness, there's a lot there. youtube.com/New Thought Media Network. Archives, playlists for all the shows that you would see listed in our program schedule, including morning and evening prayer. You can go back and listen, watch and listen. There's so much there for your enrichment. And I invite you to go and see and enjoy all that is there. We also have New Thought Music 24/7, live365.com/New Thought Radio. Oh my goodness. New Thought Artists 24/7. Here we go again. live365.com/New Thought Radio. New Thought Artists you may have heard, some you may not have heard. Oh, it's so good. And I invite you to go and listen. So much there for you. And I'll leave you with this beautiful affirmation that relates to the potential, our infinite potential. I am the hands and feet of God on earth, making contributions to the world in the spirit of gratitude, peace, and love. And so we have affirmed in prayer here this evening that we open to the infinite potential of that we are. I am infinite potential. So thank you for joining me in knowing that, affirming that in prayer. And so we appreciate that you're here this evening, and we look forward to you coming back again to see us. Until the next time, peace and blessings. Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you for praying with us today. If this time has supported you, we invite you to return morning or evening and to share this space with others who may be seeking the same sense of peace and connection. If you feel called to support this ministry, your financial contribution helps us continue sharing this work with people around the world. Together, we're creating something more than a moment. We're living into a deeper awareness of who we are. The New Thought Ministry of Prayer is a ministry of the New Thought Media Network, and you are welcome here.